So I have this up, man. It's like MVP, super MVP. I think I'm logged out. Hold on, let me log in.
I've seen a couple things hit my inbox, like people downloading it.
Yeah,
for
so
free.
I did
the
initial cohort. I just sent them 100% off discount because that was their deal. It was like they paid the coaching fee for the 4 months.
Yeah.
And then they get the Butler Box for free.
Nice.
And so I told them, okay, it's launched, it's live, it's MVP. I said, but it's actually not done because the curriculum that I just made on Friday, David hasn't uploaded yet. So it's still like not completely finished. But like this is me logged in as the admin, but you could see my rights as if I'm like a person that has the courses, right?
Yeah.
So the landing page is done. Like I'm halfway considering getting rid of all these options because it might be too confusing. I don't know. I know that goes against like our initial launch plan. I'm fine with leaving it right now.
Well, one of the things we talked about at the beginning was not throwing everything out there. It was, we were going to do a month of Butler Box, $500. Here's everything. Yeah. And then once we let that thing run and optimize for a month, 2 months, whatever, then we were going to go through and then introduce, well, maybe you don't need all of this. Maybe I just want to know how to do marketing as an agency. Maybe I want to know how to do, whatever the other like bundle things that we kind of talked about.
And then just kind of parse it out afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, it gives it almost a chance to relaunch again, to say, hey, because I may not know what's in the Butler Box, right? And so when we're talking about agency scaling in a box, if that means something to me, then I probably want the whole thing, right? But if I'm a small agency or I'm even an entrepreneur that wants to really, maybe I know how to do certain things, but I don't know how to do sales calls. I don't know how to do, marketing things. Maybe that gives me an opportunity.
It'll work for most businesses except for positioning, marketing, sales, all of this. Well, positioning and marketing is applicable to pretty much any business.
Totally.
Sales, strategy, and project management, these are very specific to agencies.
Right.
Now, I'm fine. Okay, so if we want to scale back like the offerings and get rid of all these options, just show that it includes these, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
The other option that I was thinking about, or the other thing that I was thinking about, is the price. Everybody I'm talking to is saying that I'm underselling it, like undervaluing it to like double the price immediately. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I think it's easier to go up in price, or go down in price from a starting point than to like sell it at this and then try to sell it higher later.
100% agree.
So do you think we should just instantly double the price of it? Because like everything that's included is like, man, that is a lot. And then I think the reason why we landed on this is because we're trying to parse out each of the individual modules.
Correct. Well, and initially you had this cheaper. And when we had our initial meeting, we put it up to 500. And I know ideally you didn't want to go above, like when you looked at the future stuff, you're like, well, this is what they're doing theirs for. So we're not there yet. But I mean, honestly, with all the work that's in there, and then even some of like the case studies, the real life case studies, and that's the beauty of this thing. There's not, we deal in a world of hypotheticals. If you're this thing and this is kind of how ideal, you'll do this. But there's like, this is your playbook, and that's worth something. So you're essentially saying what your time over the past couple of years as the head of an agency is worth. And if that's the number that you've landed on, that's great. I think, I know Matt's not here, but I think we were like, man, this is a lot of content, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for $500. You're kind of cutting your own neck with that. Okay.
So I'm fine with putting it all as one, instead of selling 6 different things, just sell the Butler Box by itself. And then we'll double the price, just because I think they're right that I need to increase the price on that. Coaching, okay, so here's the thing. So I was watching the product launch formula talk, and I read the book from Jeff Walker. I don't know if you read that book.
I've heard it, yeah.
So they talk about a pre-launch. Let me like draw this out. It goes a little bit against our initial like launch plan. So it's like pre-launch. There's the pre-launch, and then there's the launch, and then there's like I forget what it's called. It's like a wind down or something.
Okay.
Wind down. And if I remember this correctly, this is you're giving value. It's like a 3-part like video series.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a 3-part video series. This could be content we already have. It could be excerpts from the Butler Box, but you're not really talking about the Butler Box. It's things that are applicable to the Butler Box, but you're adding value and kind of building anticipation for something that might be coming. But this is like just instant value, and you're establishing credibility. And so this is just free content or free value, right? And then over here, this builds up your list of people who you can do a pre-launch with, and I believe the pre-launch is scheduling. Oh, you know what? I might have this wrong. I think this is just free value, like everything moves over, because at the launch you schedule a webinar. Now, this is like a big, this adds a lot of time to our launch. So I don't even know if I want to do this, but this is just like food for thought. Right. Because I do want to get something out there, but I also want to like get the best bang for our buck. But you schedule a webinar, and it's not going to be like a cheesy webinar, which is like, hey, I'm going to tell you this awesome thing, and hey, we learned this great principle, and you're like an hour into it, and they're just like not really giving you any content. Like I literally want to give them a sneak peek of things that they're gonna learn, and just be 100% upfront. Like my goal is for you guys to be able to buy this Butler Box, you know what I mean? And this is where the cart is open. And so, okay, I'm sorry, no, this is correct. 3-part video series, which is free value, and then this one is where you're like, now you're building anticipation for this thing. You're letting them know like, hey, there's this thing that's gonna come, and we're gonna open up the cart. And then you're putting out testimonials, and you're putting out like all this content about this thing that you're gonna launch, and then you're scheduling the webinar, and then right when the webinar happens is when you open the cart. And so this is like, I don't know how many weeks this is, but this could be just like, we'll just say week 1, and then you'll have these like ongoing. Week 2 to 3 maybe, and then when you launch it, like the cart opens up, and this cart is only open for a limited time. Okay. Like we'll just say 2 weeks.
This will capture all your low-hanging fruit, people who've been through that process. Yeah. Like, I need this now.
All of these people, yeah. So, and the whole premise is like you only leave the cart open for a period of time. Now, I'm like, man, I want this to be available like all the time.
Totally.
So one of the things that they're talking about is like, or that I'm thinking about for this is we could do this for like the coaching cohort. Okay. So like launch the Butler Box, like that's always going to be free.
A very niche,
but like 2-3 times a year, because I was going to do it once a quarter, but maybe we'll just do it 2-3 times a year. I'll open it up for a coaching cohort, max of 10 people, and it's people who've already bought the Butler Box, and we're like winding up for this. So the cart for the coaching cohort is only going to be open for 2 weeks, and then I close it.
Okay.
And then during this time, you have your like little incentive drips. So like, hey, if you sign up today, like this is the bonus that you're getting, and you do that like 3 or 4 times all the way up until the time of like the cart's closing tonight. You have like 24 hours to buy this thing, and this is like the last thing you get. So anyway, I'm thinking this whole process is going to be for, and the wind down, this is like, instead of an upsell, this is like a down sell. So you're selling additional things that for people who've already taken advantage of this.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we should do this for the cohort.
Yeah.
And we'll do that like maybe twice a year, and then like lead up to doing it more. But yeah, just like my goal is to do it once a quarter, but I think like I need to give myself a break to build the anticipation, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. But I don't think that should hinder our launch of like the box. So like going back to our last meeting, this is what we talked about. So we need to finish the videos. I have everything pretty much done. Is like the last few videos are kind of like the production value is like really poor. It's just me at my desk, but the content's all there.
Right.
Study guides are all done. I gave it all to David. He's complete. So like this part, we can say
so
it's
we're
done.
good. Okay, great.
Ads, okay, I did this. I cut up this video, sent it to
cool.
you.
Great.
That was a while back, so I don't know if you still have it or.
I'm trying to, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if Chris has worked on any of the graphics, if Matt has done all the copy.
I believe Matt's done the copy.
Okay. We need to set up the ads. Has that been done?
No, I have to wait till everything's done and launched so I can point the URLs to it.
Okay. Well, the URLs are set. Excuse me.
And people can buy them. Like it's
right.
Like everything has to be launched in order for us to point and have things go there. Because if I create a Google ad and it goes to the page, which is now live, that can now work. But if everything doesn't work, then there's no point in doing that.
Okay.
I'd rather people be able to buy something right away when we point them there than not.
So the site is working. David did all this. Have you set up the retargeting or anything? Yeah, or no? Is that same thing?
Same thing.
Okay. Yeah. Coaching upsells. We're gonna work on that.
Yep.
We're gonna build out that, and I want to talk to Matt about that when he gets back.
Okay.
Landing page copy design is done. Functionality is done. Cleanup copy. I'm fine with it being launched as is with the copy that we have. Set up retargeting. Yep. The coaching landing page. Okay. Let's go back here. So Beyond the Box coaching course, a 4-month intensive small group coaching program. Blah blah blah. Okay, the same thing with this. I'm gonna double the price on that, $200 a month. Yeah, especially since I'm only doing it twice a year. Like I only want to have a small group of people who are willing to pay that much.
Right.
And so yeah, we'll just change that. And then content, the last vlog. I could do that either tonight, or we could even use this little video that we're doing right now. This is like the vlog that like targeting people who've already watched the series on launching a product. Blog post draft, I could do that.
And the emails.
All right.
Yep.
So obviously these dates are changing. So February, March, sell Butler Box market coaching, and then April doing a coaching cohort starts. No, we're gonna push this out maybe a month or something.
Well, especially to build up these.
Yeah, depending on how we're gonna build that out. Okay. This week, I am doing a call with the initial cohort. So one last call.
Oh, nice.
So the initial cohort was, I think, 7-8 people. And out of those, 5 of them continued in the inner circle.
Okay.
And but even for the 3 that didn't join, I'm doing a call this Thursday, I think. Hold on, let me check my calendar. Butler Box review. Oh, tomorrow morning. So I'm doing it tomorrow morning, and I'm going to review the website with them. Okay. So like I wanted them to go through the whole checkout process and buy it like they're a regular customer, just with a coupon code to make sure there was no snags, and that they have access to the back end, like everything is legit. Cool. So we're doing that. I think we're ready, man. So like everything is good enough to sell. Okay. As is. Yeah. Okay. Well, getting the page up was getting the page up and everything kind of in the structure, getting all the videos hosted. I know those are big things. Making sure the cart works. Looks like that's all ready to go. So I think so check it out. You go here. I'm logged in. I have access here. So here's the intro. Everybody has access to the intro, and it comes with so like what's in the Butler Box. This one's just a video. You can mark this as complete and then go to the next module. Nice. And this is the how to use it. So like what is it? This is how to use it, and then you go to chapter 1, positioning. So you look at part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. I don't know what this is for. Course content is all right here. So these are all the PDFs. Oh, no, you know what? He's changing this. So this is where all the PDFs are gonna go. And then these are all the different modules. Videos, yeah. Yeah. Got it. So it's here, man. All the videos should be up. I don't know what this is about, getting a seat at the table. That's awesome, man. It's about 2 years of a framework of an idea that happened a long time ago. And 2 years of the idea and then 5 months of really building it out. And so hopefully I didn't overthink it. It's a long time coming. That's awesome. So we're good. So we just, when do you think you could get the ad sets? This week, for sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to, I even want to say if I start building everything pretty aggressively, assuming that I have everything, I'm pretty sure I have all the content. I have to make sure I have the graphics from Chris. That would probably be the last thing, especially with the remarketing and those kinds of deals. Assuming I have everything like today, right now, I could probably have everything up
probably Wednesday or Thursday. Well, let's say Thursday-ish. Thursday or Friday, but it'll be this week. I can probably build them up pretty quickly.
Let's go to Asana.
Knowing I'm not going to be here Wednesday. I was originally going to say Wednesday, but that's probably not going to happen.
Butler Box. Market the thing. So, okay, hey, I could check some of this stuff off. Comparative audit. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Done. Okay.
Super efficient this week. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. Look at Steady guys, landing page. Okay, so cool. Market the thing. Announcement. How are we gonna do? Like, what is the first thing that we should do?
The last thing that you wanted to do was the very last video you created. You're like, guys, we're almost here. It's almost happening. We're gonna do this thing. It's happening. I think we talked about saying you doing one last vlog saying, guys, it's here. We're here. We finally made it. Just recording that webcam, however you want to do it. But it was the announcement of like, for everybody who's been along this journey with you, you're basically launching the thing without launching the thing, right? I mean, you're kind of just saying like, we're here, we're excited. If you wanted to do, I think you talked about saying like on a day, just to build some build up, we were going to do like maybe like an email to the list, like bunch of Butler Box happening, March 15th or whatever day that we wanted to do it. Or you can just say it's live, go here now, click the link, we're good to go. That's kind of up to you, but it's...
I think we should do a video, especially, there's been some people on YouTube like asking about it.
Totally.
And, okay.
So that can be the launch, just saying, hey, it's here. Or you can say, hey, come by, the site Friday, follow this link. You can create a day and we can send an email out to the list, however we want to do that. But that's the last thing that needs to happen before it officially gets turned on, even though it's on now.
All right. We'll do a video right now, after this. Name and we'll go to the office and we'll just film it. It doesn't have to be super like thought. No. Like I'm just gonna announce it.
I mean, and really, man, 30 seconds to a minute. Yeah. It doesn't have to be too big.
And then once everything's done, okay, so that'll be like the launch. So you tell me when to put that in. I'll put that live on YouTube, organic. We'll put it on Facebook, organic. If it's Instagram,
we're definitely doing that.
Okay, and then we just turn on the ads.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sick. I'm excited, man. Like this is it. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that we're good. All right. So we have our plan in place.
Well, I'll start building out the ads today. Oh, I wanted to make sure. Were you in Asana really quickly?
Yep.
Can you check to see? Oh, click into ads. I wanted to see ad graphics. Yeah, click in. Perfect. So it looks like Chris has those there. I just want to see what they look like.
Oh, dope. Yes, I remember this.
Okay. Yeah, so then we're good. I'll start building today. I have a couple quick things to do, but I'll also in a good part of today and hopefully tomorrow. I'll get them the ads built, the retargeting, the pixels on the sites, and then the retargeting emails, and then run all this through. Dude,
excited. All right, cool.
Let's get this
make
going.
It happen.
All right.